Hello everybody and welcome back, and right now let us try to make our sending of messages infinite, or basically we will send messages back and forth until someone terminates the connection, and that someone will be the server. So let us open up our server in this terminal. We have the same code as from the previous video, so it is everything the same. I didn't change anything. So what we want to do, first of all, we have to create an infinite while loop in both of these programs. So let's start off with the server. First of all, let us delete the things that we don't need. Here we have everything, so we will use all of this. After the print target connected, we want to open a while loop. So we want to make it basically infinite, so we will do while true, which means that it will execute everything in the loop forever until the program is terminated. So we have to put everything right here in the while loop, so just tab it right here, target send message, answer equals target.receive, print answer, and then socket.close. Now socket.close you do not want to put in the while loop, since every time at the end of the while loop it will close the connection. So socket.close or as.close or however you named it should stay outside of the while true basically outside of the while true loop. So here we also want to add something, so this should start off with the command or message in our case, or our input shell, and then we pipe a string input of the IP address and a local port to it. Now this is just something optional, you can just type here anything you want. I just type this so it looks prettier and so we can see from where the connection is coming from. Then we send the message, and what we want to do after that is actually have two different choices, which is basically on two different outcomes, which is basically if the message is anything else, we want to send it to the target and wait for the reply. If the message equals Q, just a simple letter Q, we want to terminate the connection. If we do not have that statement to terminate the connection, this while true loop will run forever and we will have to close the program on the inappropriate wait. So we want to actually exit it properly. So after the send command we want to run an if-else loop. So if message, which is something that we type, equals double quotes Q, close double quotes, and then two dots, we want to actually break out of the loop. As we can see right here, we break out of the loop, and then we can type here else answer equals target.receive, print answer. So let's see if this makes sense. We actually type the message itself, we store it in this variable, we send the message to the target. If message equals Q, this will close the program, it will break out of the loop, then it will continue to the next execution, which is as.close. If it is not Q, it will receive a target answer, it will print the answer, and it will go to the beginning of the loop, which will prompt us with the input of another message, and that will do forever until we specify Q as a message. So this should work for the server. Now let's see what we have to type for the client in order for this to actually work together. So for the client, what we want to actually first delete is the answer. Or no, let's actually make a chat program. So what we want to do is delete these two instructions. Here we have a message equals sock.receive. So we want to put both of those into while true loop. So let's see how this will do. While true, we run the same thing, then we tab these two, message equals sock.receive, print message, and then we leave the sock.close below. We do not want to put that in the while loop for same reason that we didn't want to put it here, so it doesn't terminate the connection in our while loop. So right now, let's see what we have to code right here in order for this to work. So we send the message, this will receive the message, and it will print the message. So good. Then afterwards we want to specify the message back. So this is something that we can do right here. The message back, let me just see if this will work. Yeah, it should work. So this is something that we want to do. So if message that we received equals Q, same as in the previous, we want to break the connection as well. Since if this server right here sent Q, it already closed this program, so if we receive a Q command, it means that the server has closed the connection, so we want to close it as well. Else, we want to actually get an input, so we want to send message back. We will call it like that, that is a variable, and then raw input type message to send to server, which is a little bit long, but it doesn't matter. So we get the message back, we get an input on our client to send the message back to server, and then we basically just sock.send the message back. Then after that it will go back to right here, it will receive another message, then it will print the message, and we can go on forever, I believe. So let us save this, Ctrl O, then Ctrl X to exit, same as here, Ctrl O, Ctrl X to exit, and then we run our server first, listening for incoming connections, then we run the reverse shell.py. We get prompted with this shell command tool, and we will just type here hello, and we can see that the client printed out our message, and it prompts the client to type message to send to the server. And we will type here hello or hi there. Let's just type here hi there. And we can see this works perfectly. We got the message back from the client which says hi there. Then we can say what are you doing? And the client will receive our question. They can answer nothing with the slash. That was a typo. So right now, let's say we want to terminate this connection, and we type here Q. They both terminate the connection. Just right here it also prints the answer, which is not necessary, but it doesn't really matter. They both successfully terminate the connection. So our simple chat program works. So this is a simple code that we wrote in order to make a chat program. But you might be asking, why are we making a chat program? Of course, our reverse shell will not be prompted anything for the target to type. We want to actually execute the commands and not exchange messages between each other. So this will be similar. We will not change much to this, but this we have to change so the user or the target doesn't get prompted with the type message to send to the server. We just want to make the target actually execute the message and send the output of that message back. In our case, those will be terminal commands or command prompt commands. So we will do that in the next video, and I hope I see you there. Bye.